Leaving people like Tammy, like obviously she has been involved, she's said and done things that are not okay, but for her to leave, it shows what kind of a toxic environment that particular thing is. You know, you don't just leave. And from where I'm standing, it seems she's leaving because of the toxic environment, not necessarily because she feels like she's outgrown it. You know, she's tired of fighting with everyone. She's tired of people talking behind her back and everything like that. So that's why I'm like, why are these shows like continuing to grow? You know, like why aren't we seeing more positive things on TV, man? Because truly speaking, we are what we consume. You know, the world's perception is created by media, or rather, whatever it is that most people think about today is predominantly because of what they see in the media, whether be it newspaper, be it movies, television shows, whatever the case is. Media shapes how we think about things. And if most of what we see is people fighting and everything like that, I don't know, man. I feel like we need more role models. You know, I know there has to always be toilet entertainment. You know, I hope I wasn't offensive to anyone. But it kind of like toilet humor. You don't benefit anything. You just watch, laugh, and then forget about it. You know, I would like, that's why I said at the beginning of the show, I would like to be a producer at some point. Well, technically I am, because I'm doing all of this on my own, but I don't think I'll classify myself as a producer until I feel like I've produced a good enough show. I think this is just me, you know, practicing and everything like that. So I think, as a producer, what's your goal? Like, do you only aim to make money? Don't you want to change the world? Don't you want to see your shows being played decades after? Because definitely shows like Basketball Wives, I don't see them being repeated in the next 10 years. However, shows like My Wife and Kids are still being repeated today, and I watch them. I think I've watched My Wife and Kids now, I think about 12 times. I think shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, although I feel like that show wasn't doing much, but it was entertaining and it showed black people in a positive light, in a sense, you know. Having an uncle, like black people, successful black people who have money and who know how to behave. You know, I know that particular term is like a bit of a bit Uncle Tomish. It's a bit Uncle Tomish because I'm basically saying we have to act in a specific way, but for us to behave like how we are behaving on these reality shows, I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like it's pulling us back, man. It's difficult to watch. Like, even when I watch Basketball Wives, it takes me a while to finish an episode because I don't know. It's hard for me to watch women tear each other apart like that, even if it's emotionally, you know. And that's what they are teaching other women to do. Because don't forget, that's why I mentioned the fact that media controls how people view life. So when you show young girls that that's how women behave, then that's how young women will behave. And I'm glad that it has nothing to do with men, you know, because we are blamed for everything. Yeah, it's always men who are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're fighting for men. Yeah, and I'm happy it's not that. You know, I'm happy I'm happy to not be blamed for this particular thing, because they are not fighting for men. They are fighting for petty things. Petty things. It's healthy to see people compete for money. Like it's really nice, especially if it's black women. It's really nice seeing that. But with regards to them like competing or being angry over who said what for a very long time, and actually starting to lift up tables and throwing them at each other, like, what's that? Yeah, you get angry that someone slapped your child. You get angry that someone slapped you. That's understandable. You know, you get angry that someone defamed you, you know, especially if you care about that. If there's a defamation of character, I think that's when you can get upset. Certain things you warn, you're like, don't ever do that again, or I'm gonna slap you. And if they do it again, you slap them. Okay, don't slap them. I'm not inciting violence. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm sorry for saying that. Um, uh, but my point is, this is what we're teaching the millions of people who are watching these particular shows, that we fight. Like, fighting is okay every single time, even for small and stupid reasons. It's okay to fight with people for no apparent reason. And I don't think that's okay, man. I think that has to change. Like, it really, really has to. So yeah, I had a lot to say about this particular topic, but I feel like um, I don't know, it drained me. Like, it drained me a lot. So I don't know the solution. I think I already gave the solution. Let's aim to create shows like the Cosby Show, although like his personal life ruined the positivity that he brought, to most people's lives. Shows like My Wife and Kids, shows like Blackish. Blackish for me is at the top of any historical black production that has ever been done. I don't care whether it's a movie, I don't care whether it's a TV show, but for me, Blackish is at the top. And I can bet money that it's going to be repeated for decades to come. Why? Because not only is it entertaining, it also educates people about black lives, or rather black history.